And that's got autistic too. Everything's gone autistic.
Yeah.
My computer, I gave it an update and I thought I had a stroke.
Yeah.
I swear. Lost memory. I need a pen. Millers. This studio, I swear to God.
Atop ancient sand dunes that harbor life found nowhere else. Amidst dwindling orange groves and between the pressures of the coasts, where crickets still sing and the hills are full of billies. You are Livin on the Ridge, a variety show that celebrates the heritage of the heartlands of Central Florida, with news, events, sports, food, arts, and history. We serve up the good, the bad, and the weird. Livin on the Ridge, putting the culture in agriculture.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, little jits. We're back on 104.9. We're live on Livin on the Ridge. Easter Sunday.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Shawman and the
Sheppard.
Two dudes on the dune.
Yes.
Your doctor is here to give you an injection of more cowbell. I've been thinking about promoting DeSoto County.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
DeSoto County has a lot to offer.
I think they should have more cowbell. Folks, it's another Sunday afternoon here on 104.9 FM, Livin on the Ridge.
Yeah.
Two dudes on the dune.
Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone.
He is risen.
From the dead.
You know, a lot of other people rose from the dead too that day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Hundreds.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
All the graves emptied and people walking around. Dead folks.
Dead folks are walking around.
In the Bible, man. Look at it. It's in the gospel. There's a giant earthquake.
Oh, it was a giant earthquake. Okay.
Yes. That's what it says.
That's what it said?
And then hundreds of people walked around, but you go figure there's only one account of that. And it's not even firsthand.
I wonder who was counting.
You figure there'd be lots of folk. Can you imagine some guy you thought died and he's walking around and I'm like, hey, Ezekiel, you owe me 20 shekels, you know. You just thought you died and you thought that debt, but no, you still owe me.
I'm pretty sure there's someone around here looking like both of us.
And Ezekiel's like, I'm in rags, man. I just got out of the dirt. You know, I've been stripped.
Just came from Michael Jackson's video, Thriller.
They would look like that too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the point. What if the guy was in there 20 years? That's pretty decomposed, man. Is he a ghost? Is he? You know, some guy who died just last week. He's looking good, right? Or better.
Well, he's still well. I don't know about that.
The Bible is not clear on these mysteries here. It's an enigma. Man, how come we don't worship their resurrection?
Oh, yeah.
Happy Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter. I'm not going to even touch that subject. It's a very sensitive subject when you talk about the
some people make it sensitive.
Yeah, they will.
Some people get all sensitive about it.
Yeah, I want a Bible scholar to come in here and tell us.
We had one.
Doctor of Divinity, theologian.
Pastor Sykes.
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice to have him on for Easter.
Call him up. Put him on the air.
I don't know.
Would he'd be resting right now? This would be a good decompression for him, I think.
I don't know. Most pastors have on Easter especially, when they have to go from the bottom to the top about the purpose and the reason for Easter. By the time they get ready to wrap it up and go home, they're ready to get some replenishments.
Yeah, that's what we are. We feel that spirit. You know, he's been feeling everybody else's spirit. You come here,
right?
And you know, I wouldn't interrogate him about the hundreds of empty graves, but you You know, maybe he has some insight on that.
He might have some.
I'm sorry if Jesus can't withstand a little scrutiny. You know, how powerful is he?
You better watch your tongue.
Oh, see? Oh my gosh, I can't even question.
That's right. That's blasphemy.
Do you see how exhausting that is to people who don't know how to close their ears and don't use the logic canceling earbuds? They have those. They must. There's logic canceling headphones and earbuds and all sorts of devices.
So you're trying to say we need to get more spotlight on more characters that were in the Bible outside of Jesus?
I'm asking logical questions about what people say is the literal truth.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, one of my questions is, how lousy was Lazarus' second funeral? Everybody's like, I'm not showing up. We went to the last one. Really? Are you really dead this time? You know? We roasted 2 lambs. 2. Those are expensive. And then you show up again?
Like I told you, I'm not touching these subjects because it's very sensitive, especially on the...
Okay, we will only touch subjects that are superficial and won't get us in trouble.
Right. We don't need to talk about politics.
Yes, we do.
We don't need to talk about religion. We can talk about teen pregnancy, but we can't talk about politics or religion.
Why not? Who says we can't?
Are you cracking over there? Because I can... What happened?
I fixed the equipment.
Yeah, you playing around. See what happened when you talk about Jesus? Jesus ain't trying to hear that, man.
If he's threatened by this radio station, is he really Jesus? And then he talks about how his old bike, he hung it on a cross on his front yard or something.
Wow, this is interesting.
And it was a nice bike until some colored fella took it. And I immediately, I could sense this was coming. And folks, people look at me like I'm safe harbor for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot. And I used to get real offended by it and immediately counter what they were saying. And then lately I've just been like, okay, let's see how far they go, you know? So this time I was not having any of that. I said, what color were they? Were they green? Were they blue?
Oh my God.
And he kept talking because this fella don't listen. I can tell. He's not a listener. Else he wouldn't be spewing this awful stuff anyway. And he said, I kept saying, well, what color? And then finally he said, well, I think it was an olive green or a camo or something. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, my bike. It was like a green or a camo. I said, I'm not asking about the bike. What color the bike is.
What color was the person?
You said this person was
colored.
Colored.
Yeah.
Was he blue? Because that's a good story, you know?
Yeah.
There's this blue fellow who stole my bike, you know?
Right.
Now you got a story. If he's just a regular color, I don't see the point. Why are you pointing that out?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
And folks like me seem to have to describe the race of the person if it's not a flattering story.
Right.
If it is a flattering story, they'll tell you. All right? They won't say, oh, yeah, some white fella. No.
Right.
No, they just say this fella. So I know where he's going with this. And so he finally realized when I said, what color is this person? I said, what color is the fella who took the bike? You said he was colored. And he says, well, I don't like to use. And then he said, the N-word.
Oh.
And I right away, I'm ready for this. I'm not always ready, but I said, well, I think you like to use that word. Because you just did. And meanwhile, I'm with my friends who are persons of color. So am I, too. I'm kind of pink really, like strawberry.
Yeah, you're on the pink side.
That's right.
Yeah, that's your color. I don't know what mine is. Peanut butter or something? I don't know.
And when I did my thumbs up and faces on my text and so forth, I stopped using yellow. I started using the other colors. And then my friend, a colleague, she says, "Why are you using the brown one?" I said, "Because I'm not yellow." She says, "You're not brown." And I go, "Yeah, but I think it's cooler."
It's cooler to have some color in you.
Yeah. And so I didn't realize that some people take offense at that.
Yeah, 2026, yeah, they do.
So,
Yeah.
but then I was telling my daughter this, and this is maybe a year ago I found this out.
Mm.
They have a pink color. And Kelvin, you're old enough to know when they had the Crayola crayons,
Yeah.
they called that flesh.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be flesh
That's a flesh color.
color. And we're getting all these colors. Now, folks, you didn't realize we were getting all these colors. And that in itself has a lot of baggage to it, right?
Yeah, it does.
Now, I didn't think the gesture on the text, I thought I was like trying to be supportive, let's face it. I wasn't virtue signaling, maybe I was, I don't know.
Had to justify it?
Yeah, he tried to justify this whole thing. I got black friends, they use the word freely, and that I use it I don't use it just for black people, there's white people that I use that word, and I'm like, really, who? Name one. I said, I doubt you seriously have ever used that, other than a derogatory term.
With his,
for a person of color.
Yeah, his best friends. They use
And
it.
I said, and as far as your friends are concerned, you need a note from every person of color on this planet in order to say that word.
You get a pass.
Yeah, then you get a pass, all right? Not just one person or this. No, you don't get, no. Yes. Is that fair? Absolutely. You don't get that indulgence. You do not. That is the least of your worries. These folks are, our brothers and sisters are out there. They're never wrong in the battles. And all these struggles, all of them, history has shown they're never wrong. They're always on the right side of history. So,
Yeah.
and so that is modern day, 2026, United States of America. This fella felt safe harbor, rolling up on us.
Just rolled up.
And saying that he was itching. I think he was itching to just strut.
Probably was. Yeah.
And this is why I have this radio show, to get these things out there and tell you folks what's going on.
Yeah, it has to get to a point and that was a great moment to educate someone that, I'm not saying I'm going to say it, someone that's ignorant as him, And there are plenty of others out there, but however, when you look at the whole universe and look at all of us just in one human race, we can do so much more together. I don't care what race it is, because right now, who we got a minority person that's director of the chamber now. Mm-hmm. We have someone that's operating as the CRA director. I guess you can call that CRA director now. I'm
going to call her director.
Yeah, I'm going to call her director.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Yes, and it's just so many people doing so many magnificent things during this time. And if we all can connect together, I don't care if you are in part of the NAACP, the Southside Coalition, or even in your own minority businesses. Just come together and also start educating. We have opportunity to educate because from even the 20s, minority people have made a great stand in building businesses and communities and tying political aspects together.
I can't name. Can I name names? Should I not? Okay.
You shouldn't put names.
I shouldn't put
Yeah.
names out there.
Yeah,
We
some
talk
people like
about
to have
fun
private
stuff.
lives and they don't want to be connected to the airways unless they're
Oh,
personally owned.
oh.
Well, I don't think she'll have a problem with it, but
No.
if they haven't visited the radio station, more than likely they probably don't want their name. I they on the airways.
There's people. Some of them are like, "Well, I'm not ready yet." I'm like, "For
What
what?
you ready
just
for?
Come on, I know. What
you
just
trying to
come
do?
on.
Get ear piercings or something? What do you need to come on the radio
We're not
station?
gonna. It's not 60 minutes. You know, we're not gonna pounce.
You waiting to get another tattoo or something?
If you say you don't want to talk about something, we won't talk about it. It's
Right.
cool. I'm kidding. We're gonna totally badger you.
Yeah. You got some kind of fungal disease or something like that?
Hey.
We won't mention it on the air.
Don't talk about my rare foot fungus. I got it from the station walking around.
Oh, yeah.
It's here. It's all over now.
You need to wipe these walls down. That's what the problem is. That's like 50 years of funk.
However long this has been
The
here.
carpet probably has a lot of stuff. Every time you walk on it, the dead comes alive.
Hey,
You talking-
I will clean the carpet as soon as the snails hatch, okay?
Hey,
We're
beggars
having a
can't
good
be
harvest.
choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. I am grateful for the opportunity. Well, because we've been on here for what?
It's 3 shows.
8 months, right?
Yeah, since August. Folks, you listen to Livin on the Ridge. To all you truckers out there searching your dial for some music. It'll come on after 7, all right? This is our station for now, so you're stuck with it. Well, you're only stuck with it for 8 miles or something, but we'll be fading out but before you even get to Lake Wales.
Yes, man. Sorry about that hanging fruit.
And the railroad station,
Mm-hmm.
Headfield, and the city was incorporated in 1926. And as far as I know, they're not doing a lot to celebrate that. I think it's a darn shame that the city, they're once again, missing an opportunity to celebrate the 100-year anniversary. What is 21 and 26 going to think? You know, what are their archives going to look like when they celebrate their 200-year anniversary? They're going to go back and say, oh, let's see what they did back in 2026. And what are they going to see? It's up to you right now, this year, to decide what they're going to see. And if it's just a citizen initiative and a time capsule and an ad in the paper or an anthology, wouldn't that be something for this town? A literary publication? I don't mean that to be ironic, folks. There's some erudite, learned people here, authors. This area has produced a wonderful playwright that we know, and has produced artists and so forth. So yeah, why not? You should have seen this place 100 years ago. You talk about, cultural offerings.
Yes, because it's someone by the name of Wade, right? She's a very good playwright.
Yes, she's an award-winning playwright. She just had a play called Pink Place over at Highlands Lakeside Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And she does shows that I saw Happy as well. And it talked about the experiment, Project Dropkick.
How hard is it to get her on the show?
I have reached out.
She's very busy.
Oh, she's so busy. Laura, if you're listening,
Yeah.
love to
come
have you on the
Laura.
show. All right, you know how to reach
I
us.
haven't seen you over a year. I'm probably going on 2 years now.
There was, she wrote about a history of a historic event that occurred in Avon Park, Operation Dropkick. Have you heard about this?
Never heard of that.
They released mosquitoes that were a vector for yellow fever. Now these were sterilized mosquitoes or something, and they wanted to see how the disease would spread among the South Side population.
You talking about the South Side?
Here, it was Tuskegee.
Oh.
Maybe not the level or intensity or
Test tube
Yeah.
babies.
yeah,
Like syphilis, huh?
yeah, making an experiment out of a vulnerable population.
Hmm.
So when I had my friends from Alabama, and this was in 2021, and I said, I'm getting the vaccine, they said, well, thank you for your sacrifice, Sean. And these were friends of color. And I said, you don't want to do
What
the
color
vaccine?
was it?
They were black.
Was it my color? Cause I consider black, but I think I'm more peanut butter than anything. It's,
They were darker than that.
it was darker?
Mhm.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay?
You got to be very detailed in this
No,
show.
you don't.
You do.
No, you don't. So they said the reason they're not getting the vaccine, the brother said one word, Tuskegee. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Yep. Say no more. Because they're from Alabama, and they knew their history.
Right.
Their dad ensured that they have a good education. They would watch Roots every year.
Wait a minute.
The whole
Wait a minute.
miniseries every
Why
year.
would you want to go through that? Yes, God. We shall overcome. Come on, man. Come on.
It's a wonderful movie. That was, I remember when it was first on TV. It was a
Roots?
phenomenon. You weren't there.
I don't have
You
to
were a
be
baby.
there.
When that was on television, it was a genuine phenomenon. Everybody watched
It's not
it.
like, who haven't seen the Roots?
I'm just saying.
Even if it was made before I was a baby, it still aired. Like the series and the episode,
Mhm.
it was like so many of them. Then they took Toby away and made him a new person.
Mhm. And there was a TV series and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, come on, man.
But it was a social phenomenon when it first aired on TV, and then they re-aired it.
Mhm.
And so her dad made sure that the kids saw it every year, like Christmas, like Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life or something. All the story needs to be told.
Yeah.
And that February 14th event with your mother-in-law, that is very important to share the story, to elevate them, to magnify them, because other stories have been constantly magnified to the point where like they're part of the legend, they're part of the fabric of the community. Well, these are just as important. I think it's remarkable that a person of color owns the theater building downtown, where he was not allowed in the bottom seats. He had to go to the balcony. And so he owns that building now, and that's...
Won't let it go.
No, he's a very successful businessman. He comes
That's
from a
right.
large family, a prominent family, and that was one of the first projects that came across my desk
Right.
when I was with the city, and I thought that would have been a home run. And it is. If you talk to any CRA, they're like, yeah, get a theater, renovate it, and then turn it over to a nonprofit that can manage it. While you're renovating the theater, you build up the nonprofit. You get both of them up and running together, professional, and you have you hire somebody, even if it's part-time, and then you could do all sorts of programming. Movies, lectures. And we have places like that, but when you have a set stage with fixed seats that is not built for everything, that is important to have that environment for theater.
Yeah.
To have that thrust stage, to have that fourth wall for the audience. That it's a screen. It's a giant interactive 3D television screen, to be honest. That's what theater is. And the challenge is to get people to leave their own screens at home and come to a place where some guy is unwrapping his candy next to you. You were stuck in traffic. You got into a fight because you were running late. The tickets, all these things. But when it all comes together, and then just for a moment you're transported to some other place or time, then it's something. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I've had some really neat theater experiences in my time, and had some really like But I will finish. I've not walked out of a show. I've walked out of movies. Have you walked out of a movie before?
Let me think.
I don't think I've ever walked out in a movie.
No, because when I have my mindset on viewing a movie, usually I want to go there and get the full clip. I'm not, especially after you spend almost 45 to $50.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Who's gonna walk out on that? It's like you going. You got to go. You spend $50 on gas and say, "Oh, just stop me at 25." Really? When price of gas is now.
I walked up on the pump the other day. It was like a $10 sale on there. And I'm like, "Where are you going? That can get you to Lake Wales."
No, not on $10 of regular. Not even on regular gas. In my blue car. Golly.
About Google doing beta tests on some of my routes. We were leaving the Keys one time. It took us through Homestead. That people hadn't been on those roads in years. I'm telling you, they were barely roads through all the farms and everything. I'm like, what route is this? And so now I believe there's tiered Google Maps. If you're on the premium, they give you the low traffic, smooth roads, no construction. If you're a regular pedestrian like me, they're going to give you the really crappy routes. And they might send you some kidnapping traps and stuff, and because they know my blood type, so now they're going to get my kidney. And,
my God!
Little bit. If they knew me that well, they would not want my kidney.
How much they can get for that kidney? They're paying pretty good on the black market.
Not this kidney.
The colored market. That's it.
Oh, this kidney's in bad shape.
You get some good little money.
What? Off of me?
Yeah, at least 50.
Nothing. There's not my
50
my
grand?
cornea, my blood, my skin. No, there's really.
They don't care, man.
What do you mean they?
If people been waiting for years for a kidney, you got the right blood type.
I got two.
And they might crash into you on purpose. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, no, that's a good one, because now that's a plot. That's a glass mirrors where they take you to this purpose, because they will purposely do like a detour. Takes longer, and I've seen it on the map. And I'm like, this is the road. No, it says go this way. No, but this is the road where we end up. I don't know why you got to go there. This is Tamiami Trail. This is the address. But it says go this way. And I go, yeah, but there's a loop. And that's why I think there's tiered services for Google. My phone is autistic. It's broken. I updated my computer. It's like it had a stroke. I got like 30 more gigs out of this thing, and then all the functions changed. The trackpad on my laptop, it changed. The appearance changed.
Wow! And all of a sudden, just like overnight or something.
Well, I updated the software first time in over a year, and it's like I had a stroke. I have to retrain it to walk and to do all the.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
they're gonna find a way to get you.
And then my phone is losing memory. I talked to another friend.
Too.
Is yours too?
Yeah, even I'm not gonna.
Harry, is your phone losing memory?
My Fire Stick is even acting crazy.
I think it's all at once. I think there's a crash coming. They're taking away our contacts. Oh.
What?
We don't have time for that.
Oh,
we're going to talk about my phone contacts.
The second hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a whole spiel.
Oh.
On that, on how we used to know numbers. How many phone numbers do you have memorized? Do you have your wife's phone number memorized?
I got hers.
Anybody else? Not mine. What's my phone?
No, I don't have yours. I used to know like I say at least 5 people's number. After that, it started getting like, oh, I'm missing a number. You know? Now it's just me and my wife, and maybe one other person.
I know my brothers, my 2 kids, and my ex.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, I've known that number for 30 years.
Okay.
So I can tell you my old home number, which is completely useless. Of all the things that my brain has forgotten, that's still there. It was the 813 area code. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's I do want to get into phone contacts. I think there's a crash coming with our tech that people, they're so used to maps. There was a friend of mine, his son was in the Coast Guard, and his phone broke, and he was talking to his dad on the phone, and the dad said, well, just go to the commissary and get a new phone. And the son, who was in the Coast Guard, where they navigate, the son said, I don't know how to get there. And the dad's like, you've been working there 11 months. You know how to get there. Yeah, but I always do the route. And he goes, son, you know how to get there, okay? And it was the mentality. And I bet it was rough for him. He was filled with doubt. I bet his brain sabotaged and jump scared and on that way to the thing. So that is, I think, is a coming challenge for us. And if you don't have a way, if you don't know how your directions, it's going to be Lewis and Clark out there sometimes. Folks, you've been listening to Livin' on the Ridge on 104.9 FM with the Shawman and the Sheppard. We'll be back right after this.